Hey everybody, it's the Z-Bomb, Sid Z Bomb, coming to you from Ocean City, Maryland. I'm the biggest Philadelphia sports fanatic outside of Philadelphia. This is my entry into the 97.5 The Fanatic Dream Job competition. I'm here to celebrate the legacy and career of one Ed Stefanski. Now, Ed came to the 76ers from New Jersey, where he did really nothing. He watched Rod Thorne create a team that almost won an NBA championship thanks to their future Hall of Fame point guard, Jason Kidd. Ed comes to Philadelphia, and what does he do? He brings with him the one and only Eddie Jordan. He replaces Maurice Cheeks, a legendary point guard, with a coach that doesn't believe in a point guard in a point guard-driven league. Now, one might call that a questionable move by Ed. I call it genius. What he did was make the Sixers look worse, and then he hires Doug Collins, and he makes them better. So it looks like Ed actually did something to make the team better. Beyond coaches, you want to talk about his transactions? Well, of course, he bid against himself for Andre Iguodala and paid him $20 million more than anybody else would have. But this was Ed Stefanski bidding against Ed Stefanski. Genius versus genius. Is it really Ed's fault? His second major move, of course, signing Elton Brand. Now, I think we can all agree that any of us would have signed Elton Brand unless we were an NBA general manager and actually watched video of Elton Brand. Elton Brand is not the low post scoring threat that we thought we were getting when we signed him to that mega bucks deal a couple of years ago with Stefanski. Now, we don't watch videos. Stefanski does. We needed a low post scorer. We still didn't get him. And of course, last year's draft, when every 12-year-old in the world, myself included, said, let's take Evan Turner. He's the clear-cut number 2 player in the country. I don't know what I'm talking about. And the good news is neither does my general manager, because all we got was Andre Iguodala Part 2, who we are now trying to trade, and nobody wants Andre Iguodala. So if there ever is another NBA season, Ed's headed to Toronto. The Sixers are headed downward, but still, Ed, you're my hero. You're doing what you do, and you're not even good at it, and they keep paying you. You're stealing paychecks, and that's why I love Ed Stefanski. If the Sixers don't do well, I'm telling you right now, don't blame Canada.